Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another video, and this is a paid request for Nate. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, movie reviews, re-reviews, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, video game playthrough for an hour, or full playthrough, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And I know that there's fans and noise and stuff. I apologize. It's too damn hot in Texas. But anyway, so Nate wanted me to look into the Devil May Cry Netflix show. Now, he wanted me to review the whole season, but I did respond back. It's kind of hard to review a whole season of a show with the time and the other stuff, so I did do the first half, the first 4 episodes, because each one's about 30 or so minutes a piece. It's about 2 hours, so at least it's the first half. Now, video game wise, I remember playing Devil May Cry on PlayStation 2, but this was way back in the day, and I remember liking it. I don't think I ever beat it, just for the fast-paced combat, swords to the guns. And then I did play one of the other ones on the channel. It was a request. He wanted me to play 2 or 3 parts. I never got any more requests, so maybe he got bored with me playing it. I don't blame him, because I love playing video games. I'm not that good at games, but I love playing them. So he may have been like, fuck this shit, this guy sucks. He'd be right, but it was fun what I played. It was fun. This show, though, when the character of Dante, who's the star of the games, was on screen, it was fun. Yes, I know I'm judging only the first 4 episodes. But, man, I didn't really care for this show at the end of the day. I didn't mind the animation. Some may have some issues here and there of stuff. I didn't mind it. Dante is voiced by Johnny Yan Bosch, which I thought that was cool. Most people remember him from Power Rangers. I remember him from this film called Broken Path, also known as Broken Fist. I don't know why he has multiple names, but pretty much that was a film where him, his wife, and kid, they have like this ranch. The kid is sent off on a trip. Johnny Yan Bosch and his wife are trying to work out their issues, their problems, and then our lead character's past catches up to him, because he used to be part of this elite team, and the team comes by and wants to kill him and his wife, and he's got to protect her and fight them. And pretty much the entire movie is like one long fight sequence. Now, granted, yes, it's not realistic. Throughout the film, people get punched like 80 fucking times, that face would be a puddle of goo and mucus, but if you're able to let that go, it's a very fun, great choreography, great move sets of fights, and at times pretty gory if you watch the uncut version. If you ever do find it, do not watch the version called Attack to the Yakuza or whatever, and it was a Blu-ray overseas. That's the cut version. But it might be on YouTube. It's either under Broken Path or Broken Fist. I can't remember which title's on YouTube, but very fun movie. But yeah, that was cool. He voiced Johnny Yan Bosch voiced Dante. He played a little bit like Deadpool, but I mean, I thought he had I didn't mind his sense of humor. I thought his voice eventually fit for the character. He was fun. The fight scenes he was in were fun. I like some of the soundtrack choices. I mean, each show, when the intro starts, it's Rollin' by Limp Bizkit. Rollin', 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 move in and move out, rollin', rollin'. I like that song. I like Limp Bizkit, or some of their songs. I like Crack at It, which was in one of the WrestleMania's shows. I think WrestleMania 19, I think? Could be wrong on that. There was My Way or the Highway. I like those songs. I did. I grew up with them. I'm partial to them. So to have your show have the intro song be Rollin', pretty cool with me. One action scene has the song Guerrilla Radio by Rage Against the Machine. Thought that was very cool. One had a version of Last Resort. My last resort. My last resort. During a motorcycle action scene, that was cool. So I like some of the song choices. And again, when Dante's there, it was cool. But at least in the first 4 episodes, he is really fucking sidelined. You look at the cover, the poster, he's front and center. When I think of Devil May Cry, I think of Dante. So why is he so fucking sidelined on this show? He's not the star of his own show. He's a side character in his own fucking show. I don't understand that. I don't understand the reason for that. I don't understand the choice for that. I mean, to get into the plot, spoilers, the plot is this demon who's in the form of an anthropomorphic rabbit, calling himself White Rabbit. He hired this team to go to the Vatican Museum and then kill the guards, and then our rabbit goes in, gets this sword called the Sword of Force Edge Sword, and he kills the men there, and he kills the guards there, he blows up the building while having his monocle on. Talks very studiously, and he has the sword, and he needs some other stuff to open a portal to the demon dimension and bring the demons here. Another thing he needs is this amulet. Lo and behold, the amulet is with Dante. Now, there's something else he needs, but we don't find that out till later on. But he needs this amulet that's around Dante's neck. I don't mind the design of the rabbit villain. The voice I thought worked. And I'm sitting there going, this voice sounds familiar. And I realized it's the same guy that voiced the 2012 Splinter in that Ninja Turtles cartoon. Or I should have said Splinter in the 2012 Ninja Turtles cartoon. Which kind of works because I always thought that Splinter was a dick. I'm not a fan of that Splinter. I thought that Splinter was a hard ass and a kind of a dickhead and kind of abusive to his students. I would say that Splinter is the most abusive Splinter I've seen. Well, that or the Michael Bay produced movies. So, but the 2012 cartoon, there was more screen time for him to show his abuse. But so it kind of works for being the voice of a villain. And then finally we get to Johnny Bosch as Dante, who... There's a woman with a baby. He saves her from these 3 demons. Finds out the baby's been switched and is a... switch with the shapeshifter. I guess the real baby is dead because we never... the real baby never comes back. So I guess the actual baby's dead. Baby, come back. Want my baby back ribs. You know. And eventually, later on, Dante fights that shapeshifter. The shapeshifter tries to look like his brother, but he's able to shoot at it. But eventually it escapes. Meanwhile, there's this interdimensional security firm called Darkcom, and we meet the characters. It's a setup, you know, it's first episode, so we're setting up this professor, this paranormal scientist, I should say, this paranormal scientist we set up, the vice president who runs the operations, voiced by Kevin Conroy. Rest in peace. He was always great as Batman. This must have been one of the last things he did. Nice to hear Kevin Conroy's voice. So rest in peace to him. So the first episode, I'm like, okay, you know, it's fine. You know, setting things up. Don't mind the look, the design of the villain. I liked Dante. I liked his sense of humor. Thought the action scenes with him were cool. Using those pistols like a boss. And then we get to episode 2. And these mercenaries are hired by Darkcom to go get Dante and his amulet, which was given to him by his mom. So you have these mercenaries, but you also have this elite force. And the elite force is led by this Lieutenant Mary, played by Scout Taylor straight out of Compton. Scout Taylor straight out of Compton, I've never been big on as an actress. Whether it be in Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2, whether it be the April Fool's Day remake. I've never been big on her. So I'm not really sure about her voice acting. And her character I just don't give a shit about. And it feels like she gets more screen time. Because she kills this demon with this anti-demon bullets who try to be one of the mercenaries, but she's able to sniff him out. Blows the head up. Which I think the demon was... I think he was voiced by Kenny Omega, the wrestler in AEW, I think. Now, you do have a fun scene, which I think was the best scene in the 4 parts I saw. Well, one of the 2 best scenes is Dante fighting the mercenaries. He doesn't want to... Now, it does seem like he kills a couple of them, because there's these billiards balls, and he shoots, and it hits one, and the guy's on the ground, his eyes are open, he's not moving. But someone says, oh, you didn't kill any of them. So I guess he didn't kill them, even though it looked like he did, but he defeats all of them. There's some fun sense of humor. When the bad guys are shooting, he maneuvers, and he's shooting next to him, and he goes, hey, so who are we shooting at? Thought that was funny. He Toro a guy through a brick wall. Rage Against the Machine, that song starts playing the Guerrilla Radio, and he throws a guy against a Street Fighter 2 arcade cabinet with Ken on. I thought that was a cool reference, because Devil May Cry was Capcom and Street Fighter Capcom, so I thought that was a cool reference. So he defeats a lot of them, and then gets in a fight with girl boss lady Scout Taylor straight out of Compton. I consider her like a girl boss. I really do. Just, she's able to keep up with Dante and able to keep up with him and shoot something that cuts him and takes his amulet. He chases after her. He does stop her and grab her, but then she's able to hurt him, subdue him, and plant a bomb in his neck, as if he's fucking State Pliskin, and put him into a truck. So he defeats him, he's subdued. And God, so many times, just in the first couple episodes, where Dante gets fucking captured, or beaten, or defeated. I mean, to be fair, he didn't really defeat the... Well, he defeated the 3 creatures in the alleyway. Then the one shapeshifter, he didn't really he defeated, and then the guy ran off. But it's like he gets captured here, then the next episode he gets captured, and like, goddamn. Episode 3 is when it really started to lose me. Because you have this flashback of the Lieutenant Mary, and she was with her parents when she was a kid, and they were attacked by a demon, and the demon got killed by a subway train, and no one believed the dad, and the dad was a professor, and he's like, he gets obsessed with it. Then we see Mary, and she's just a fucking bitch, cursing because she thinks she's a badass. Dante tells Dante he's half demon. He doesn't believe it. Then almost kind of out of the blue, he just accepts it Like it's an easy thing to accept. And most of the episode, Dante's in a truck transport, tied up, handcuffed in the back. And these 5 demons arrive, and most episode is the lady fighting against the 5 demons. Or the white rabbit coming in and killing the scientist. The paranormal scientists were introduced earlier. And the lady's doing all the goddamn fighting. Until finally, at the end of the episode, Dante's able to get out, saves his school bus by blocking this missile. You have a cool motorcycle chase to the Last Resort song. My last resort. And he's able to like take a motorcycle and hit these 2, and he's able to rev up his motorcycle and hit one in the head. Doesn't killing them, is able to do a couple cool stuff, but by the time he gets close to the main villain, that bomb that was implanted in his neck blows up. He's really fucked up, and he gets captured by the main villain. So that in episode 4, this lady, who I don't like, I don't give a shit about, I'm sure that's the point, because it's one of those, well, she thinks all demons are awful. But then in episode 4, she meets a family of demons who are nice. And so now she's not having such a black and white view of demons anymore. Thus, she's going to eventually start trusting Dante later on. But she's calling Dante this dumb fuck hybrid. I'm like, no, you're the dumb fuck, bitch. Also, I find it interesting that the first time we see her, she's able to smell out a demon who pretend to be a mercenary, but she's not able to smell out that one of her people is the shapeshifter. So you're able to sniff out that demon, but not this demon. And then most of the episode, Dante is captured while the lady and her team... So this is the second episode in a row where Dante is just tied up, not doing jack shit, while the lady does all the fucking action and fighting. In the previous episode, she's fighting the 5 demons, and this one, her and her team go in. It's a trap. Cue the fucking lobster guy. I can't believe I forgot his fucking name. In Star Wars, Mr. Calamari. It's a trap. Cannot believe I forgot his fucking name. Akbar. There you go, Akbar. Cue that old ass meme. It's a trap. Most of her team gets killed, but I don't give a shit about her team. Why would I give a fuck about her goddamn team? So I don't care if they die, because the show hasn't given me one iota of shits to give for her team. I have no reason to give a fuck about this team. So they die. Good. Get out of my fucking face. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Until the Lady Mary. You so damn hairy. She gets in the elevator, escapes. That's where she meets the demon family. Oh no, wow, demons can be nice. I've turned a new leaf now. Turned it over and put it sideways, and now some demons can be good. At the end of the episode, these 2 brother demons are pissing off Dante. This devil trickery ass, which he has like a claw arm, appears. He kills one brother, cuts his arm off, stabs him. The other brother is ready to unleash this bomb, and then it cuts to the next episode. And I'm sitting there going, you know what? I would not have kept watching. Like, okay, if this wasn't a paid request, I mean, it is a paid request, but I didn't do it on purpose to stop. Well, I guess I did do it. I know he wanted me to watch the full season, but again, I just do the first 4 episodes. But for me, I would have lost interest by this one. I'd be like, what the fuck? Nope, I'll take a pass. The story isn't that interesting, isn't that unique. It feels like an old hat of a story. It feels at times it's trying to be like more political on certain things. Where, and then I looked up like later on that, oh, we're supposed to be feeling sorry for some of the demons, and oh, the White Rabbit had a little bit of a tragic backstory where it went into a dimension, and there was someone he knew who was ill, and he got the demons out to the other side, but the humans, Darkcom, killed those demons. So he put on like a rabbit mask and wants revenge on that organization. And, you know, the humans are not all great either. And when Scout Tailstrader Compton says, protect those demon family, the good ones. Later on, Kevin Conroy says, just shoot them all. So, yes, the humans can be awful as well, just like the demons. Should have seen that coming. And then I'm sitting there going, listen, I know I don't remember much about the story of the games, but I don't remember any of this shit in the fucking games. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Feel free to educate me. I'm no expert, but it doesn't seem like any of the... And granted, with those games, the bits I played was more about the gameplay and just non-stop action and kicking ass. Your Dante, guns, swords, all this other stuff, kicking ass, taking names, all these cool, badass maneuvers, fast-paced, wall-to-wall action. Again, I like Johnny Yambosh as Dante when he's in there. I like the motorcycle scene with the Last Resort playing, the Limp Bizkit intro, and the Rage Against the Machine slamming the guy against the Street Fighter 2 arcade. Like, those scenes I liked, but the story and the other... Like, the other characters, I could give a rat's fuck about the other characters. The Lieutenant Mary, quite contrary, shave that bush, you're so damn hairy. I give a fuck. Scout Telestrator Compton, go back to Compton and stay there. I don't think she's much of an actress. And I don't think her character is really that interesting, that intriguing. Maybe it is in the video game, because I don't remember much, because it's been forever since I played the original game. And then the one I played for the channel, I only played a couple parts, so I probably didn't get that far in it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Just didn't seem like... Sometimes they nerf Dante's abilities. Sometimes he can do stuff, sometimes he can. Sometimes he gets his ass kicked just like that. Getting caught too many times. Like, god damn, man. Like, that's what you want to see? 2 episodes in a row where Dante's in the background tied up while these other people do all the shit. Like, that's not really what I want in a Devil May Fucking Cry show. And it doesn't seem like this plot is really much of the plot of the games, which, big surprise. Let's not do the games, because why the fuck would we do that? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So with that said, thanks for watching, take care, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.